Yeah, Chalkcast one day early today because I'm not going to be available the usual day. Chalkcast is usually live on Mondays. That was a nice turn by Dark, but he's still going to get beaten to the ball though. Growlii, the brains, puts in the first goal. Now, this is kind of a brains versus mechanics matchup, isn't it? Dark in the Fennec today, not his usual Octane. I'm sure he's going to be looking every bit as mechanical as he usually does. And Growlii, in an attempt to lunge in a challenge, has given Dark an open net, which he will easily score to tie the game 1-1. How's the game sign, by the way? Are we doing okay? Can you give me a 1 in chat if this is a good mix? I'm probably speaking a little bit more quietly today because it is 20 past midnight. It's fine? Okay, good. So big kick off the inside for Growlii. Puts him up by 1 again. Now, in a brains versus mechanics matchup, you expect the brainy player to be able to get a lot of counter-attack goals, to get a lot of goals when the opponent dives in ill-advised positions. And you know, that's kind of what Dark wants to be doing anyway. He wants to be aggressive. Every time that he's peaked against anyone, anytime he's put in a good result, he's been aggressive, and this is about as aggressive as you get. Throwing himself into the back corner and coming away with the ball. So yeah, Growlii's a long-time 1v1 player. He's got the pedigree. The pogo shot coming in from Dark there, just trying to bounce the ball over Growlii as it lands. Growlii with a perfectly timed challenge. Now, don't get it wrong though, Growlii does have mechanics. He's, I think, going to be outmatched mechanically in this 1v1, but that's because, you know, Dark has got I think, some of the most unique mechanics in the one scene. I almost said the most, but then I remembered just how stacked it is these days. That's a very nice shot though by Growlii. Delayed his dodge for a long time there, and that extra touch was necessary to get the ball through before the save connected. I'm Jordan, thanks to the Prime. Now fake kickoff for Dark. Growlii looks like he saw it coming, so he does chip the ball. A couple of wall dashes where Dark gets him up to speed. Growlii keeping the pressure on. That's not a bad shot, in fact it's in. And Growlii is up by 2. Very nice turn there by Growlii, half flipping to line up the shot as quickly as possible. Is Dark the fastest player in the game? I think there's definitely a couple of, I'd say there's a few 1v1 players who are faster. I think Naupo's definitely faster than Dark. I think it's underrated just how quick players like Rawas are. You know, you don't think he's fast because, well, you might not think he's fast, I do. But yeah, a lot of people don't realize how fast he is because he just plays a more defensive style. But when he needs to go, he goes, and he's very, very quick to the ball. I mean, these new-gen KSA players are just, I think, a different level of speed because they have to be playing with 80 to 100 ping sometimes. Yeah, Dark's definitely very, very fast. Loves to throw in wave dashes in pretty much any position. He sets them up with little wobbles on landings, sets them up with the wall. Some very important bumps there by Dark, but he needs to get up to speed, which he does. Notice how he's able to accelerate much faster than Growlii's expecting him to. It's just weaving in these wall dashes so effortlessly. I mean, to me, it just looks scary even thinking about trying these plays, because if you mess it up, you're completely out of the game. Fast aerial defense by Growlii. Dark does control the engagement though. Growlii calls the bluff on the immediate shot. Now Dark's looking for an angle, which he gets. Growlii, no boost, and no way of saving that one. Moldy Midget, thanks for 33-month tier 1. Welcome back to the channel. Another reminder, as you guys who are just tuning in for the first time, we're going to have just the one show match on tonight's stream. This is it, and then after that, we're going to have Chalkcast on Rizzo's stream. It's a great save by Growlii there, but yeah, Dark's really got the pressure on him. Growlii rushing a touch there. It's just the speed of Dark earlier in the game there, forcing Growlii to respect the potential of a play on the ball. Dark showing levels to his game, not just bum rushing every single ball. He has faked a couple challenges as well. That's the mix-up for him, is occasionally faking, occasionally turning, whereas other players prefer to occasionally rush and rely on the fake challenges more often. Another fake kickoff for Dark, this time on the diagonal. He's watching the Growlii shot go harmlessly over the goal. That's not going to be the play for Growlii. Down by 2. It's a bit of a careless play, wasn't it? I didn't really expect to see all that often. Growlii there thought he had time to get the boost, but really, he should know better. Really hoping we get to see more of Dark's fake kickoffs in the offset spawn. That's one of my favorite things to watch him do. Very much, you know, that particular fake kickoff and pogos. Oh, what a goal by Growlii. Well, that looked pretty undefendable from Dark's POV. He's going to need to get up in the air a little bit more quickly next time. Absolutely beautiful stuff. I mean, I said that Growlii's a little bit outmatched mechanically, but it's not by much. Definitely not by much. Growlii, when it comes to 3v3, it's got some phenomenal mechanics. Translate very well. Where is Dark going? Well, he's thrown himself in and absolutely missed by a mile here. I don't know what exactly went wrong. Good to see from his perspective, because he had the... Oh, he tried to wall dash. Wow, yeah, and the retreat, he had all the wave dashes just fine. But I mean, that's what I'm talking about. He does this all the time. But even a player like Dark, occasionally one of these is going to go wrong. If you're just throwing them in every single time that you try and advance, every single time you try and make a play. In the future, that will not happen. It will stop happening. But for now, we're not at the skill ceiling for Rocket League at all. Oh, great mind game by Growlii. I don't think he needed to do this. But I love that he's gone for it anyway. That was probably open. In fact, yeah, it definitely was just open if he hit it. But he went for the mind game just to add insult to injury there. Colonia, thanks to the 52-month tier 1. Welcome back to the channel. That was a 2-goal lead for Dark. Gone. Now, he does have the ball in the back corner. Potential for a full pitch air dribble here, but you might think twice about this, because that's going to use a ton of boost. So yeah, he does fake it from distance, fakes it again, and goes for the ground shot instead. That's some pretty conservative play, especially for Dark standards, but I think wisely decided against the full pitch air dribble there. Didn't have the pace in the setup to get the ball out to midfield for free. It's good control by Dark. Now, he did have an option there, a little bit more pace in the ball. One thing he does like to do occasionally... Oh, he's messed up another wave wall dash. That's 2 goals now for Growlii, where Dark's got it wrong. And, you know, he was looking very clean with the wall dashes, all the chain dashes earlier, but now, I mean, why? Why does he go for this one? I'm not sure. Yeah, one of the plays I love to see from Dark is where he just pings the ball into the ceiling, above his own goal, and then starts an air dribble after it bounces off the ceiling and the ground. Didn't get to see it on the last defensive catch, but I'm sure we'll see it at some point today. 1 goal difference. Dark able to turn more quickly than Growlii expected. Now there's the fake kickoff. Growlii saw it again. Really good awareness by him. But Dark is going to try and make a play here anyway. Growlii with a big dunk. It might actually be... No, it's not quite in, but this will be. Dark cannot get the save. He had boost. He could not read where that shot was going. I think he thought the shot was going to be a little bit more quick there. Yeah, he did. He lunged in, ended up in front of the ball. In fact, just a slight misalignment as well. Dark diving into the net instead of across the face of the goal. That should be game 1 for Growlii. He's got possession in the back corner. Dark has to dive. Growlii knows that and clears it over him. And he's going to try and get a pogo of sorts going. Dark still has a chance to score here, but he needs to somehow accelerate the ball. Some kind of flip reset that's not possible. 1-0 Growlii. So he comes back from 2 down to win game 1. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this is an Octane switch. It is indeed a switch to the Octane. Dark didn't look too bad in the Fennec, honestly. I don't think that was a terrible game. You know, the 2 failed wall dashes towards the end might have convinced him that it's just not the car for him. Not in show matches, at least. He's back in his Octane, where all of his success has been. A lovely bump, though, by Growlii. Forcing the issue here. He knew he had the boost advantage, so he just goes straight for the goal. No time wasted. Just gets the ball moving on net. There's only one way Dark can go. Growlii takes him out of the play. Do I think I could beat any ex-pros in 1v1? I mean, sure, but there's bound to be like at least one ex-pro who hasn't played Rocket League in years, like literal years, and they're just like a champ player now or something. You know, most pros, like even the ancient pros, stick around low like GC, even if they don't play much. I do run into some very ancient pros in ranked occasionally. But yeah, any pro player, even the oldest pros from way back in the day, if they're active, they'll be better than than me, because I'm just GC1/2. Want to try? Oh, I won't be you're like SSL, aren't you? Absolutely no chance. Yeah, there's definitely like a pro somewhere from... Well, it depends. I guess it depends what you define as pro. There's a big argument this past week about what's considered pro, what's not considered pro. For me, pro is if you're qualifying for regionals in your own region. So, you know, an OCE pro is someone who's making, let's say, top 8s in OCE, or maybe it's top 4s. I'm not actually sure the level. Maybe top 6. And then NA EU pro these days would be top 16. Back in the day, it was top 8 for EU and NA. Could I beat Marky Duda? No, Marky Duda's SSL, and yeah, I think he's still playing a little bit of ones now and then. I don't play 1v1 at all. A lot of people think that I play 1v1 because I cast 1v1 a lot, but I actually don't. I pretty much only play... oh dear, Dark, he's missed another one here. Nice pressure off the ball by Growlii. No, I actually just cast 1v1. Whenever I play Rocket League, I'm playing with friends, generally. Yeah, there's bound to be like a pro from way back in the day, but you know, by pro I don't mean somebody who's actually like making a living. It's very hard to make a living in Rocket League in the early days, but there's bound to be like one of the Season 1 RLCS players who was top 8 back then, who hasn't touched Rocket League in like 5 or 6 years, doesn't know what a wave dash is. You know, there's got to be someone. I don't know who, but you've got to think surely. Right, Dark is having some success, but Growlii just seems to have more, I think, efficiency on the pitch right now. Dark's throwing himself around, not really getting good contact on the ball, though. Look at the flip there, straight past the ball. That's not where he wants to be going. Same thing with his third goal that he conceded. Flipped straight past the ball there as well. That's a very nice demo by Dark there. Just had enough speed for it. He's checking to see if Growlii's going to respawn in front of him. He did not. Rizzo, LOL. Is it? No, surely Rizzo plays enough Rocket League to beat me 1v1. There's no way I would beat Rizzo. Surely not. I don't even want to beat Rizzo. That would just be... Imagine the damage that would do to Rizzo's brand if I beat him in a 1v1. I can't do that. It would add nothing to my brand. It would just be like overall a loss. It's a lose-lose situation. I think he's like, what rank is Rizzo? Like GC3? I don't know if he really tries that much. That's a good hit by Growlii. Dark equal to it. Growlii just playing such efficient Rocket League right now. He knows what he's up against. Oh no! No, the post bounce he was looking for. I'm really sorry, Growlii. We're going to need to watch this one more time, my friend. So he's trying to pass this himself off the inside of his own post and counter-attack while Dark steals his boost. But instead of that, he just scores it. I mean, that's the risk when you try and hit the inside of the post of your own goal. But you can see, I wanted to look at Dark's POV there. You can see Dark was pretty committed to stealing the boost. So it would have worked, I think, if Growlii had absolutely nailed that. But instead he's just scored it, so a bit unlucky there. He might be going for a second own goal. No, turns away from this one. Instant caster curse. Well, I mean, that was definitely efficient by Growlii. He wasted absolutely no time. No additional touches needed. He owned goal pretty much as quickly as you can. Yeah, brains versus mechanics. Going the way of the brains overall. Though that was probably was it the dumbest play of the day? Maybe. Dark's had some pretty silly plays as well, though. I feel like Dark always has some pretty silly plays when he's playing 1v1 show matches. I've noticed a couple of you guys commented on it today as Dark's like going to probably clip here because I've started talking about something else. Yeah, there you go, of course. I just know that if I start talking about anything other than what Dark's doing, he'll score. So yeah, Dark fans, that was for you. I was going to say, I noticed a couple of you guys in chat saying this, and every time Dark plays, people do mention it, that some of you don't like that he throws his camera around, that he's looking right, left, up, down, rapidly when he plays. For me, I don't mind it. Like, I want to get a quick like visual here. One's in chat if you don't like it. Two's if you don't mind when he throws the camera around. Maybe it's just because I've seen so many pros do it over the years. I just don't mind at all. Doesn't bother me. But I get it if some of you guys are not fans of having your screen thrown all over the place. That's totally fine. It looks like the majority of you guys don't really mind it, but there's definitely a lot of comments, especially on Dark videos and some of the matches where he's really going crazy with it. Yeah, some people are not fans of that at all. Dark not able to fashion the shot that he wanted here, but it will work in his favor anyway. It's good awareness though by Dark to realize he's not going to get the shots off before he gets bumped. Dodges the bump. Oh, what a shot by Growlii. That's a snipe. Absolute bang from distance to go up by 2. Good little check there. Growlii could see that Dark wasn't coming towards the ball. He was going towards the mid boost. That indicates that there's going to be an open net. The reverse cam makes you sick? Really? Growlii said it, man. He said a really keen eye. I've never seen anyone just have a complete download on Dark's kickoffs. Although that was a bit more of an obvious one, I've got to say. That one was, I think, a bit more predictable by Dark. So drive kickoff by Dark. The whole point there is he's trying to deflect the ball towards his back corner and then get the boost when he arrives. This one has not panned out as intended. Growlii in full control. Not just of the game, but also the series. I think a lot of people probably underestimate Growlii's 1v1 ability, not realizing that for a long time he was a very active player in the 1 scene, even going back as far as Salt Mine 2. Growlii was, I believe, one of the qualified players to that tournament. Can we get a confirmation on that? Is that true? I think he was. Growlii, actually so was Rise, Rezi, all these guys were in there. Now Dark's forfeited the game, that's GG's. He is done with game 2. Not sure if we're going to get another card change. He did not look as comfortable in the Octane, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Octane is his legendary car, but that didn't look as comfortable. I think maybe he's been playing the Fennec recently, and the Octane was an attempt to get his mojo back that just completely failed. You took a picture with TRK today? Did you meet him in real life, or was there an event or something? Game 3, Dark down 2-0. He's back in the Octane, so still relying on the old faithful. Yeah, he did not look himself in that second game. He's going to need to step it up here. Double reset should do the trick. No, Growlii denies him again. That's a quick recovery by him. Dark too early to seal the boost away. Growlii gets it instead. Maybe a bit of a mistake there by Dark, playing for a boost steal that's not there. Big Growlii against Rawas. I mean, for now that would probably be a bit of a mismatch, but I don't know how much 1v1 Rawas has been playing. Yeah, Growlii's he's very solid, but that's obviously a big jump up to face Rawas, one of the absolute best in the world. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful shot by Dark. Yeah, sorry, Growlii, but we need to see your POV of this one as well. Wave dash shot underneath the pre-jump. Why was I not casting in the major? You must have missed the matches I did. Because I was. Unless you're talking about San Diego, then yeah, that was because I didn't get a visa in time. No fault of my own, I might add. No fault of my own. I did everything that I needed to do as early as I needed to do it. Just, yeah, visas can be pretty slow to come through, unfortunately. You're in Scotland the past weekend. You absolutely loved it there. Wow, that's okay. That's a lot of power on the flick, but not accurate. Fortunately for Dark, Growlii's shot is also lacking accuracy. This is something. Oh my goodness. If he actually got shots off there, that would have been ridiculous. He really accelerated quickly. Dark still lunging around the pitch. He had no boost. Tempted in and out save wasn't needed as Growlii's shot went way wide of the net. Bit of a mind game in the setup by Dark. I'm liking these pace changes by Dark. That's one thing I have enjoyed from him today, is he's slowed the play down. That's keeping Growlii guessing, but it really does, I think, speak just to Growlii's skill that Dark's tried to confuse him with the mix-ups of the pace, and hasn't worked all that often. The fakes have been read more often than not. Dark with a backflip, ceiling shot, 3-0. And he did not just do that for style, that looked necessary. He's placing it in reverse. And that is very, very difficult to spot. Yeah, Shotcast is going to be after this this match. Well, Shotcast is going to be in about 20 minutes, so depending on the series score of this match, it might be a small delay. Oh, wow, that's just amazing by Dark again. That's a lesson to all of us. So, you know, maybe not with this particular shot, but when you're trying to score in Rocket League, especially in 1v1 and 2v2, actually, well, 3v3 as well, but especially 1v1, you shouldn't put the ball on net every time. Sometimes it's more important to just get the ball past your opponent, and once they're out of the way, you can worry about putting it into the open net. Dark there realized that the ceiling challenge was coming, so he just chipped the ball on the spot. Oh, look at this. He's bounced off the ceiling, bounced off the floor, and gone for the mind game. Well, that would have been extravagant from Dark, but unfortunately, Growlii has denied us the clip because he was equal to it, and I think he's going to be very happy that he was. What Dark did there, he flip reset on the ball right as it bounced on the ceiling, and that actually propelled his car downwards a lot more quickly than it otherwise would have. Actually, like, propelled him into the pogo, something that Dark always does when he's trying to get the pogo bounce. Does not fall into the ground, he really throws himself into the ground. He's just been too consistent in this game. Dark, when he could put it all together, he could beat anyone on his day. This game has been his for the first 3 minutes at least. Why the GOM tag? I don't know why Growlii's in the GOM tag. They were in the gold, obviously, clan, but now that Scrubkilla has been benched from Hogan mode, they're no longer gold, they're just GOM now. That's pretty cool. I like GOM, so I'm a fan of it. That's a pretty tough shot to stop. In fact, that was the last touch. Dark did not need to dunk that one in the goal line, just had enough pace with the air dribble itself. GOM is the next Hogan mode player. Is he actually? I've not seen any announcements myself. Again, more mind games from Dark, even though he's already up by 7. He's trying to keep Growlii guessing. Up by 6, sorry, I can't count. Sidewall redirect. Does go through, 7-0. And Growlii, I believe, has forfeited. I mean, we've got so long left in the game that I have to make absolutely sure that that's a forfeit, not a DC. But if he's not back in a second, then I'm assuming that he's forfeited. Let me just pause and check. Because, yeah, that's a long time left, I'm assuming, yeah. He didn't say anything. Dark left when it was literally unwinnable. So that's why I knew it was forfeit, because it wasn't possible to win. But, I mean, it is possible. I don't want to say it, but it is possible to win from 7-0 down, as Growlii may himself know. This is his unfortunate claim to fame, as he is the unfortunate owner of the largest 1v1 loss, the largest score lead loss. He was up by 7 against Rob Kiernan, and then Rob won the game. So that's actually the biggest comeback I've ever seen in 1v1 in a show match or tournament setting. And Growlii was on the receiving end of it. So yeah, if there's anyone who knows that it's possible, it should be him. But I guess he just wants to forget about that. Incredible match though, Rob versus Growlii. Like, honestly, one of the best comebacks I've ever seen. I don't think was it on my channel even. I don't know if it was. It might have been a Smellsworth channel. Yeah, it's actually on Brian's channel, I think. It was game 2. Growlii up 7-0 and then ended up losing the game. It's actually ridiculous when you think about it. Who do I think is the best comebacker ever? Who's the best in 1v1 at making comebacks? That's a very good question. I don't know off the top of my head who would be the best, but the first name that I thought of was Firewall, Firewall154. Because Firewall had some legendary comebacks, multiple legendary comebacks. And the other name that comes to mind is Sharif, actually. Sharif and Firewall, insane comeback players from 1v1. Obviously, all of the GOATs, your Khaled, Scrub, Fairy Peaks, Jarias, all these guys have had insane comebacks. But, you know, I think that's just because they're really, really good. They were just, you know, kind of better than everyone at one point. Whereas, you know, Sharif and Firewall, they were more middle of the pack players, skewing towards maybe upper middle of the pack. And yeah, they particularly, compared to their peers, were known for their comeback ability. Nice little pull shot there. That was a pull shot by Dark to force the own goal. Yeah, Lethamer had a couple of really good... In fact, Lethamer's a good shout, because he had a big comeback against Scrubkilla in a series. He had, obviously, the famous comeback against First Killer. But yeah, the thing is, like, Lethamer at one point was, you know, in the conversation for best in the world as well. I mean, all the guys who've been in the conversation for best in the world have legendary comebacks to their names, because they're just really good. they're very good at winning, whether it's from a goal lead or a goal deficit. Did I see take 3? I did. So take 3 was Calm, Justin, and AJ. They came second place in the draw today. Who did they beat? They beat Space Station Gaming, which is very promising, but then they lost to like who was it? Adam, J-Pow, and someone. Forgot who the third was. I didn't actually watch it. I was busy, but I saw the result. Yeah, that's a very promising win against SSG, but then they lost it. Oh yeah, Oath as well. Oath, Adam, and J-Pow. Oath popped off. I didn't watch it. Listen, I'm not forgetting gameplay. I didn't see the gameplay. Yeah, does anyone know actually why Garrett G didn't play? Because I saw Garrett was going to be playing with Justin and AJ, and then next thing I knew, it was Calm that was playing. So I don't know what that was about. Anyone know why Garrett didn't play? Whoa! And that is a clean finish by Growlii. We need to see this from Dark's POV. Growlii just played a pretty straight line air dribble, all of a sudden lean back, lean forward, picks up the reset, and then slams the ball top shelf. Right, so Garrett's in another stream. Okay, he must have accidentally double booked himself. So Growlii going to take the ball back into the corner. He's got the designer clothes on here for his car. Not going to catch up with that flick, but still enough to force Dark to jump, and almost got a demo as well. Dark saying safe for now. In fact, I think Growlii probably could have picked up a demo on him as he landed. He instead pulled up alongside. Now missed flick from Growlii sets up Dark for the counter-attack. He's trying to at least threaten a shot there. That's why Growlii jumped. Now air dribble bump from Dark. It's actually Growlii who has more pace. Defensive bump there from Growlii as he just throws Dark into his own shot and sends it wide. Double reset Dark. They got away from him a little bit as he flipped into it though. Still a very good turnaround. Over 2 minutes to go. Another fast takeoff by Growlii in defense. Stops Dark short of even setting up an opportunity. Dark looking for an angle here. Growlii right in front of him. Forces him to the other side. Growlii nearly got bumped off the wall, but he does stay in position. Dark looking for the demo. Growlii not interested. They're doing laps around the pitch. This does favour Growlii. Time being wasted, but with a 2-goal deficit, Dark can take his time for now. Another air dribble bump, perhaps it is, and this one does connect. Growlii going for the same idea as last time, just bumping the air dribble bumper. But Dark had enough momentum behind this one to just carry through. No, there's not going to be any more matches after this, but we're going to have Chalkcast with special guest Farah after this. So you've got content to look forward to, albeit not show match content. Yeah, I think Dark knew his mistake there as soon as he did it. As soon as he went for the boost, he knew I shouldn't be here. As yeah, Growlii scores an easy open net. Dark's going to need to be cutting out the mistakes from here on out. Growlii has just made it so difficult for him in this game. After the 7-0 game 3, it looked like Dark was back in business. Growlii has collapsed the defense and maybe own goal again. He's own goal again. I can't speak nice about him, or he's just as soon as I say anything nice about him, he just own goals. What? What is this? He's scored an own goal in both bottom corners now. He's got the full collection. Well, Dark's back in the game. He's easily back in the game. Bump is on here, and that's what he's played for. The shot just sneaks in as well. Oh, this is well played by Dark. He immediately noticed the bump was a thing. He just flipped exactly where Growlii's going to be, and that tripped up Growlii, forced him to lose all his momentum. There was no way for Dark to, or rather Growlii, to get back and get the save. I can't talk about Growlii defense, can I? I can't talk about his IQ, or else he's just going to own goal. Oh, apparently I can talk about things I'm not allowed to talk about, though. That's a pretty good shot. I think that's that's one of those like Fennec shots. I don't understand how it works, because I feel like if you do that in the Octane, it's going nowhere. The Fennec has just got some weird hits to the front of the car that just fly faster than it looks like they should. Dark faking a touch to his own back corner there. Growlii also faking a shot. There's plenty of mind games in midfield, but Growlii better get back quickly. Not quick enough. Dark ties the match. Well, Growlii tried to turn and make another play on the ball there. Turns out that was a bad idea. You got a picture with me at Boston last weekend. Thank you. No, thank you for all of you who came up and said hi. It's an honor to meet all of you. The Bostonians, if that's what you're called, and all the visitors were lovely. You're all amazing people. Oh, Dark looking to take the lead late in the game. Growlii not falling for the mind game. It's going to be Dark again from the same wall, though. This is going to be tricky for Growlii. He's got back corner boost to defend with. It looks like Dark with a heavy touch might have just conceded. And yes, he has. Growlii hitting the open net. That was 2 chances for Dark there, and he missed both of them. The first one was a mind game gone wrong. Second one, heavy first touch off the ceiling. 14 seconds to go. Dark trails. The ball is going to be in his back corner. The big bump onto Growlii only forces the boost steal. This is not what Dark wanted. He gets taken out of the game, and Growlii's going to slow roll this. Dark's not even going to try and respawn. GG's, he's gone. It's Growlii, 3-1 win. GG's in party chat from Dark. He's just, leaving for the forfeit. I know all of you are desperate for the drama that he's mad about losing, but no, some players do like to just forfeit then type GG's in party chat. At least this time we do get to see that happen. You don't have to rely on me saying that it happened off stream. Growlii, too strong. I think maybe game 2, bit off from Dark. That was not his best performance, but games 1 and 4 here, Dark did test Growlii, and Growlii just passed with flying colours. Very impressive stuff. Brains beats mechanics today, but don't get it wrong. Growlii's definitely got mechanics as well. GG's. And thanks to both these guys for playing late night in the UK, even later in Saudi Arabia, but they're up late, putting on a show for everyone.